Hey garden family, this is Zulima in Dolores' Garden Zone, 8B, Middle Georgia. Today the plan is to walk around the garden. I have a new spray that has neem oil and peppermint oil that I want to try out on my plants to see if it will deter the cabbage moth butterfly that keeps laying on my crop and laying their eggs. It also is supposed to, the neem oil is supposed to deter the aphids and the other pests. So we're going to try this out together to see if this actually works. Also, while we're walking around the garden and assessing and spraying, I'm also going to be removing worms, and then I'm going to go and fertilize. So just at first glance, I see one of my what is that over there? Cauliflower that you know I'm out there. He ain't bark until I started recording. I have one of my cauliflower. We had, I have a high winds over here, so it broke, which is fine because I got something over there that I can go ahead and prop in. We're also going to go ahead and see my seedlings. So let's go ahead, look around, see what I need to do. That's pretty much what I'm doing today: assessing, spraying, and fertilizing. That's going to be the title of this video. So let's go ahead and get to it. Cujo know I'm out here. That's not the same as what I named them. All right, let me see if I get you closer. So here are my collard seedlings, which are looking amazing, that I still have to put out. But while I was when I first came out, I noticed a lot of eggs on these, so I'm gonna go ahead and this will be the first thing that I spray. But let me show you what spray I am referring to. A company on Instagram reached out to me and wanted me to try their product. That's all they wanted me to do, and that's what I'm going to. They promote organic gardening. It's Smart Grower, neem oil and peppermint plant wash spray. This is for indoors and outdoors, for vegetable, flowers, fruits, potted plants, shrubs, and gardens. Let's see. Neem oil, peppermint oil, and some water, and some geraniol polysorbate, and that's it. Cruelty free. So let's go ahead, open this up, get it ready. And we're going to go ahead and assess my seedlings, and I'm looking at the ones that are on the rack. Let me shake that. As you know, I've been having problems with the worms eating my golden beets. They don't touch those red ones. But let me shake it some more. All right, let's go ahead and look at these seedlings. These collard seedlings. And I just rub it off. Let me see if I can bring you a little bit closer. All right, so I just go through. You see I have some holes. That could be from before when I found a couple of worms. I don't know if you can see these eggs that are on it, and I'm just going to rub them off. And then what I'll do is spray. And baby, they laid them everywhere. You hear me? Everywhere. I'm also going to do the same thing with those that are planted. I mean, honey, she laid all her nasty behind babies. That's what she did, old sucker. Oh, I have some more stuff coming. What is this? Oh, some more top choppers. Some late sprouters here, even on the baby seedling, they laid a nasty egg. I tell you, they something else. All up in it, baby. They must drop out. I'm also looking for any worms that maybe have hatched. We'll see if this works. Just trying to stay on top of it. Oh, there's a lot on this one. She must have just squatted over here and dropped her babies out. Make no sense. Nasty stuff. Let me take this little lower branch off. I've been taking the lower branches off of these seedlings. That way I can have a better view of what's going on at the base of the plants, but also to allow some little air circulation to get through. It also prevents them from becoming entangled as they grow, because as you see, they're leaning. Look at this one. Somebody been eating this one. What's that? What's that? Oh. You see something been eating and munching, I just take that off and toss it to the side. The cauliflower that broke in half, I'm gonna go ahead and replace that with one of these plants. These are nice and strong, and you can spray this spray during the day. It will not burn, it will not scorch your plants, even though the sun is out, per the reviews that I read. I did have to look up what, as far as the ingredients, how will this help with pests. And like I said, the peppermint, the smell of the peppermint, apparently they do not like that smell. So, and the neem oil also works to prevent or maybe smother, I'm thinking, but I'll put it on the screen. Got one long onion over here. Oh. Keep hearing noise. I am outside, so, but I gotta look up to see. Why is this curl? Oh, look. Now I gotta do this Mom said that she saw a lot of those white, this is at the bottom, I could take this off. Those white and yellow butterflies all on my stuff, so. So I am just going to saturate these plants, and let's see. Make sure I get underneath. I can definitely smell the peppermint. And let's see if it prevents the white and yellow, the white and yellow butterfly from laying over here. So we're gonna see how this works together. I'm checking for worms, and then I'm going to spray. As you see, I have different stages of growth here, and that's because I had to keep planting because they keep eating the golden beets. Oh my God, they ate that down to the stove. Jesus. I'm not going to replant any more beets in here. What I'm going to do is keep what I have, but pop in one of those collard plants. Why not? So let's go ahead and do my spraying. Saturating the plant. I mean, this one barely got anything on it. Oh, hey sir, I'm just spraying, baby. Talking to the bee that decided to present himself. Hey Casper. Hey my love. Okay, so this one has been sprayed fully. Now I'm gonna turn you around so that you can see the red beets, to see how nice they look in comparison to my golden beets, and you tell me whether or not they prefer the golden beets over the red beets. just because I don't have any growth, any holes on these, does not mean they won't come. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. And since I'm talking about the beets, just one thing you need to know is this is a root crop. So in the beginning, what I do is I give it a balanced fertilizer. Now that I have this green growth here, my focus is going to turn to producing that root crop, and what they need is 0 nitrogen, and then they need high in the P and the K. That's going to help them develop that nice root crop vegetable. Okay, you don't want to keep giving it nitrogen because all you're going to have is green tops. But what you can do is give them, at least let it be a balanced fertilizer. If you just don't have anything, like I have a 0-10-10. If you don't have that and you have a balanced fertilizer, that would do just fine. But you do not want to give them something high in nitrogen and low in the other numbers. Okay, just a little heads up. So we're going to go ahead and spray these beautiful greens, and I see the root developing down there, the beet. So I'm super excited. Again, I've only grown beets one time, which was my very first year gardening, and that was it. So I'm really excited for this for Mom and hubby, aka Mr. Parts. So I'm just gonna spray and see. Green tops look really good. This piece broke, so that's why I'm taking it off. If it's broke, it doesn't make sense to leave it on the plant. Just take it off. Something has been munching down here. Uh-oh. We got worms activity over here. And see, before I left, there was no... Look, there we go. I see them. They real small because they babies. But I get them. Don't worry. Oh, yeah. And you know, I got a frog living in here, and if he gonna live here, he need to do some work and keep these darn bugs off my plants, man. This is my spinach and kale. Ooh, look at that. Father God in heaven. We just gonna take that off, baby. Let me show you. I'm gonna kill that worm first. But baby, look at all them eggs. Ain't no way I was gonna be able to get all that. I just took it off. Now we gonna go ahead and squish them. Ooh, baby, they filled. Mama was right. They been active, honey. They been active. Lots of worm activity over here. Let's go ahead and spray. Got some down here. Let me see. And this is a pretty large garden, y'all. So I'm gonna have to research how to, you know, the amount of ingredients I need so that I can put it in a bigger sprayer, because this is great, but it's a small bottle and it won't cover my whole garden. Go ahead and spray. I'm just gonna spray it all. I got carrots in there too. Yep. Get your behind out of there. I'm just smush you. Stank so ridiculous. Okay, now this has been sprayed. Now with these type of crop, minus the carrots that are in here, you would want to do something high in nitrogen. So that's why if you do a balanced fertilizer, you can fertilize your whole garden. Those numbers have to either be the same or close in proximity to each number. But what this bed will need nitrogen for these kale and spinach but for my carrots, it's a root crop. However, my carrots are not that big, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them, you know, something high in nitrogen right now, get that green growth growing, and then I will switch it to my 0-10-10 more bloom. That's the plan. I have one of my collard plants because here I have a plant that broke because of the wind. I'm not going to remove it because what will happen, they can regrow their green growth, but what I'm going to do is put it in between, so if it does not grow, I don't lose out on that space. And this is just one of my collard, even though this is a cauliflower bed, it'll be fine, baby. It will be fine. Take the lower branches off, and then that's it. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and spray these little plants with my little bottle of spray. Oh, but they're doing good, y'all. The day after I planted, I came out to check on them, and baby, some worms had already taken them out. So I am just going to check the leaves and just go ahead and give it a little spraying. And then what I'm going to do is research as into the amount, the ratio, peppermint oil and neem oil, if this works. So I'm trying it out. If it works, you know, I'm sure it will. I've read the reviews and they say it works, so we'll see. With this type of crop, again, we're eating it for the leaves. This is cauliflower. So what I will do is go ahead and hit this with a high nitrogen fertilizer. The bigger the plant, the bigger the cauliflower, the bigger the broccoli you will have, the bigger the cabbage head you will have. So my plan is to hit this with nitrogen, get these plants up nice and strong and big, and then wait for it to produce that nice head. Like I said, if all you have is a balanced fertilizer, just make that is fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm just telling you what I am doing in my garden. This one doesn't look so great. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this. Well, I took the leaves off. Look at the white butterfly. Let's see if it lands on the stuff I already sprayed. This one, I'm gonna put a collard plant right near just in case this dies. This doesn't make it, but I'm still gonna spray them. I think the neem oil, what that does is smother those eggs. So again, we'll see how this works out. That's it. They've been eating, baby. They've been eating, honey. They really been eating back here. Oh yeah. These some big ones, baby. I gotta put on gloves for this. Don't look at me. This broke. green stalks to see if there's any empty spots. If it is, I'm going to go ahead and put those collards in it. And then that'll be it for this video. I just wanted to walk around, assess if there was any damage, do my spraying. And I won't take you along for the fertilizing because I already explained to you what my plan is on fertilizing my root crop versus my vegetation crop, which is my brassicas. So let's go ahead to the other green stalks to see how that germination is doing. Not every bed, but we have a few spots that are empty. All right, so plan. Let me go ahead and get those collards so I can start popping them in here. Okay, family, that is it for this video. We went on ahead and assessed the brassicas to see, you know, remove the eggs and to spray them with the organic spray from Smart Grower. Thank you so much, Smart Grower, for sponsoring this video. This has the peppermint oil and the neem oil, which I ran out of, so I went on ahead and mixed my BT to spray the rest of the plants, but it did cover a good amount of the plants, just not my whole garden, which I do have a large garden. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is fertilize. I'm not going to take you along for that. I explained that root crops, once they start to get their green growth, a nice green growth, you want to go ahead and switch their fertilizers from a balanced or high nitrogen fertilizer to a root crop like something that's high in phosphorus and potassium, which is a 0-10-10 that I have, which is more bloom. So I'm going to go ahead and fertilize the rest of my garden so I can get inside, because this is the only day I have to tend to the garden. I'm going to water everything in really well. It's pretty warm today. It wasn't warm. It hasn't been warm for the past few days, but today is pretty warm. The next video, most likely, hopefully, will be us planting out our onion stars, which I'm so excited about. They're doing really well. I also restarted some broccoli and cabbage because I don't have that much. But I do have these beds that have the peppers, and I'll put a picture here of the harvest I got from the bell peppers. I didn't take all of them off, but we had high winds, so I went on ahead and just pulled some of the big ones off, and I gifted them. I gave them to friends and family. So the next video, I have 1, 2, 3 beds. I'm most likely gonna dig up those peppers and just put them in pots to see if I can continue to have peppers throughout the holiday season, so I don't have to buy it for our holiday meals, which will be good. But right now I'm going to go ahead and fertilize. So thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, my friends, peace and love in Dolores' garden. Bye.